The Board of Peace. How many red flags are there? I'm just going to go through the top 3 red flags that are blaringly obvious to anyone with half a brain. The $1 billion each country is going to cough up. Um, it's not detailed how that money is going to be spent whatsoever. But one thing is for sure, Donald Trump has the last say in how that money is spent. Which leads me to my second red flag. There's other people right under Donald Trump who are in charge that have nothing to do with being member countries of this board. And that includes his son in law, Jared Kushner, the same man who made rounds in business circuits, talking about how much money there was to be made bulldozing Gaza and rebuilding it into a financial mecca, causing all sorts of financial investors to salivate at his presentations. Also, who's right up there with Jared Kushner are the technocrats. Research it. Yeah, the Peter Thiels of the world. Because, of course, this has everything to do with Trump's personal family becoming enriched by having all this power, as well as advancing the agenda of the technocrats and their footprint around the world. So that's the second red flag. Third red flag is that you're paying to be a member of this board, but Donald Trump can kill any vote. If there's any subcommittee created, he can dismantle it. Any plans that are put in place, even in the middle of being executed, he could say, oh, stop. The man who is busy tweeting all night and waking up and changing his mind as quickly and often as he changes his diapers is going to be in charge of deciding what gets to stay and what gets to go. And even though you paid $1 billion of your own citizens' money, you won't have that kind of power. The technocrats, Jared Kushner, and Donald Trump will. And if those aren't red flags, I don't know what is. I want to tell you that countries like Canada, who are indicating they want to be on the board, I am very confident that they want to be on the board to be a voice for the people of Gaza, because somebody has to be, and that they feel like, or they're going to try their best to have some kind of influence to making sure that they get some kind of level of care and courtesy and future. So I wouldn't come down hard on countries like Canada. I'm going to close with this. The United Nations is concerned that this is being designed to take over the United Nations. And I do have to say that I agree. The United Nations has been incredibly ineffective at everything they do. 99% of what they do is just to make declarations that they oppose something, that they're against something, that they condemn something. 99% of what they do is all words. And that's why the world is where the world is at today. And I think often about how we, when we get a Democratic president, how it's one that's bought and paid representing corporate interests. The United Nations always takes the direction of the United States president. And in that case, the direction is really coming from those with financial and corporate interests that have tentacles all around the world. And how different it would be. I'm just using this as an example. Let's just say in some world we had a Bernie Sanders as president. What kind of direction, guidance, and influence would he be giving the UN in terms of taking action globally to stop dictators, to raise the living conditions of people around the world from those who want to exploit it? I'm just using that as one example. There you go. The Board of Peace.